Afternoon, y'all. It's about 5 o'clock p.m. on Logan Martin Lake. This is Friday the 16th, July 16th. Over my next couple of videos, I'm going to be having some different folks out on the boat with me, get to meet a few of my fishing partners, and we're going to start that today. This is my most frequent, by far most dependable, and longest tenure fishing partner, Miss Daisy Mae Duke. You ready to get them, Daisy? You'll lick the slime off those fish, won't you? She really will. She's a vicious killer. She will lick the slime right off a fish. So let's go see if we can get her one. All right, this is gonna be our first real spot. Back on it again. Green pumpkin, shaky head, SMH, 3/16. So right now, we're headed south. The dam is that way. And the wind is kind of coming out of this direction. So we're really getting shielded from it by this bluff here. I don't know what it is about Cropwell, where we live and where we launch out of, but somehow the wind just channels right up into that creek, man. It is always windy up in that creek. I feel like you're down in the Gulf of Mexico. Man, you can feel that water moving. So what we're gonna do right here is get tied up to this bluff and cast back that way so that I don't have the current picking that light weight up off the bottom, because the current is floating this way as they're letting water out of the south end of the lake. Well, the bad news is I ain't had no luck. Good news is at least the sun's down now, so it ain't quite as hot. Let's go. Finally got it. What's it on? The old shaky head. Oh, that's a good little fish. All right, man. Talk about a slow day, but finally got us on one right here at sundown, man. Let's go. Got the hook that's caught up in my net. Go ahead and get that out your lip, buddy. Woo-wee. Check out my pretty girl right there. Got that. Oh, man. Man, that's a pretty fish. Ah! All righty, baby. You take them sharp teeth and you go right on back there. Feisty little thing, I mean. Man alive. Makes it worth it. Oh, I didn't let you lick it, Daisy. I got so caught up. I'm sorry. Let's see if we can get us another one before it gets too dark. You can lick the slime right off that thing. And what do we catch that on? It is the 3/16 green pumpkin SMH shaky head jig, and this is the June bug shaky head worm. And for what it's worth, it was the June bug, the Elastic Z-Man June bug Ned rig that I caught probably my other biggest one of the summer on. So, man, maybe need to get a little bit more time on that June bug. Let's go, baby! All right, how we do, little pup? Said, Dad, we caught one fish and I forgot to let her lick the slime. It's a tough evening, but we had one really good bite, so I'm happy with that. Missed a couple there, which was kind of disappointing, but yeah, had a good time. Let's see if you can see me. It's probably worse than it was before. Had a really good time, and we're gonna be out there first thing in the morning and see if we can hunt them down again. Gonna check that early dot pattern. So y'all have a great evening. Stay safe. Man, beautiful, beautiful sunrise this morning. Look at that sky. Man alive. Beautiful. I don't know what it is, man. I've had several hits this morning. Failed to hook up on every one of them. Every last one. Man, it's frustrating. Man, I'm just having missed. I'm just struggling to hook up this morning. I'm getting the strikes, but I'm not hooking up. I mean, that joker hit that thing. Started pulling drag. Just could not hook up. All right. What is going on here? All right, it's been kind of a tough morning in a pretty odd way, man. I've had some really good strikes. I mean, a couple of them felt like they were sure enough hooked up, pulling drag even, and just came off. I guess I never got that hook really and truly through the lip. So pretty frustrating. So it's pretty frustrating. I just, I don't know. I'm not sure if they're just, yeah, I'm not sure. Look at there, one took my worm. So I don't know if they're just not getting that hook in the mouth. You know, I'm a big fan of the Elastec, but I wonder, given the circumstances, if, you know, the way that Elastec does stand up, it almost makes me wonder if they're just, some of them are not getting the hook in their mouth. So while I have been really crushing with that, I've been crushing the bites this morning with the Elastec, the SMH. I'm gonna give a shot to one of these innovation baits, more of a stick bait. We're gonna stick with the June bug. Something that's gonna lay down a little more, see if we can con them into scooping that whole thing up with the mouth. You know, part of what makes that Elastec so attractive, I think, is the way it stands up in the water. But I wonder if they're just kind of grabbing that tip. I do feel like I have more missed hookups on the Elastec, but they last so long, and the action, I feel like I get more strikes, so I can kind of afford, you know, to miss more hook sets, to be honest. And maybe that's totally in my head. I'm not putting down the Elastec worm by any stretch, because I love that. If I can only fish one thing, it'll probably be that Elastec shaky-head, the Z-Man SMH jig and worm combo. But we'll give us another worm a little shot this morning. Gonna stick with the June bug, which is what I caught a good one on last night, what I've been getting so many strikes on this morning. Man, see if we can convert some of these strikes. It's pretty frustrating just to get all of these strikes and not convert them. Part of me feels crazy to keep just sitting here fishing the same spot, not catching anything, but I've had the strikes. It's hard to go away when you're getting the strikes like that, you know? Alrighty. Finally got us a fish on this morning. The old Wacky rig. Ooh, man. I don't think he's a big one, but he's a crazy one. Huh. Golly. Crazy little fellow. Alrighty. That's a cute little baby. How you doing there, little baby? Cute little guy this morning. Thanks for playing. How you doing? Keep it moving. All right, we are on the board. Man, that was tough to get on the board, but here we are. Like I had this guy, I pulled this out of the water this morning. It was tangling up in my net, so maybe a good time to get this out of the way. Look at there. Nice little tungsten bullet weight going in the tackle box this morning. I don't know what this line is. They were fishing this thing on like a 100-pound test. Not really 100, but it seems awfully heavy for this little bitty weight. Alrighty, on the board, baby. See, got a little mojo going now, son. I think it was George W. Bush that talked about momentum. He said, need the big mo. We got the big mo going now, baby. We got the big mo. That fish called me Big Mo. Better put some respect on my name. How many people, you know, I'm willing to wager that I'm the only fisherman on YouTube who has ever referenced George W. Bush and Birdman in the same sentence. I'm just saying, if you got another one, link them in the comments below. That's what y'all are here for, right? The George W. Bush and Birdman references. Just wait, I'm gonna be stunting like my daddy in a minute. I'm lucky that guy didn't get me wrapped up around that pile, and I know I drug him off of it. My Paw Paw, who has the best stories, some of them fishing related. And I'm gonna get him on the channel one of these days, get him out here fishing and tell y'all some of these stories. He tells a story about fishing up under this pier, having a fish wrapping around a piling, him getting up and hugging the piling and handing his rod around and around it and trying to get the fish. I don't remember if he got it or not. It's a fish story. It's bound to end with him catching it, whether he really did or not. Everybody knows that nothing as trivial as the truth ought to get in the way of a good story, especially Paw Paws. Man, my dang bullet weight come out of this poor old beat up thing. I thought it was sinking awfully slowly. Man, I have just been going through the terminal tackle these last few days. All right, so I got that guy on this red watermelon flake Cinco. I had a 1/32 ounce bullet weight in the head there, somewhere in the catching process. Must have came out. Got that on this little Gamakatsu Wacky hook. This Cinco is pretty beat up. What I'm gonna do, got that VMC split ring on there. Again, I feel like I have a lower hookup percentage with that VMC split ring. But if I account for all the time that I'm not fishing because I'm constantly putting on a new Senko, that thing saves me. I think it kind of offsets that. So what I'm gonna do is take this, Innovation Tackle June bug. I'm gonna go ahead and peg my 1/32 ounce in the head of it, and then it's kind of split open. It did not do well on that. Did not do well on the shaky head. So I'm gonna go ahead and pinch that head off there so I can stick my peg in it. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna rig up this little Neko rig. I've got this Innovation Tackle stick bait. I use it pretty interchangeably with a Senko. Got this little 1/32 ounce nail weight. Just gonna push it right down to the head. I bit the head off here because I tore this up having it on a Wacky rig or a shaky head. So anyway, we're just gonna stick that in, very light, barely changes how this thing floats. We got the Gamakatsu, I think this is a 2.0 weedless Wacky hook. Got a VMC clear split ring. Just gonna pull this thing right through here. And there you go, pretty as you please. Meanwhile, I went ahead and got me another June bug SMH on the shaky head. So let's get back after it. Alrighty. Feels like a dinkster. Oh yeah. Homie. Feisty fella. Alrighty. Cute little fella. Those little spots, man, when they hit the water, boy, they are gone. Man, this thing is looking a little skun up, but I hope / think she'll make it through the session. We'll retie that leader this afternoon. All right, we're gonna make one last run here. The morning started off just really tough. You know, I got so many bites on that shaky head. I just could not convert them, which is pretty frustrating, but we got a couple little dingsters up under these docks with the Neko Wacky rig. Now we're gonna make one more run to another set of docks, see if we can pull something in. I'm not gonna burn a lot of time because it's already 8:30, getting hot, bites shutting down pretty soon. So yeah, let's get over there and see if we can get one. Alrighty, we got us one. Feels like another small one. Ooh, maybe not that small. No, not that small at all. Yeah, that's a good one, dude. She is feisty too. Oh, it ain't that big of one, it's just feisty. First little keeper of the morning. Pretty little spot. Got that nice scratchy tongue. If you ever want to know if it's a spot, when you got in there, just get that tongue a little scratch or a little rub. If it's scratchy, you know you got a little spotty. All right, have a good one. Thanks for playing. All right, all right. All right, you know, I'm silly. All right, first actual fish on the shaky head this morning. I'm telling y'all, I had so many hookups, or so many missed hookups on the shaky head this morning. It was so frustrating to me. We got the 2 little dingsters and finally got a keeper in the boat. I'm gonna have to get off the water here pretty soon because I'm gonna be smoking some Boston butt for dinner and gotta get home and do that. But man, it's nice to know, you know, this row of docks right here is where I had my other post 8 a.m. catch earlier this week or last week. I don't know, they all blend together. But you know, it's getting so hot, the bite shuts down pretty early. But caught a couple right here, you know, in the shade under these docks in that 8, 9 a.m. window. So nice to know that we can get out here and still get them once the sun is up. All right, had a little short strike right there. These are not like the strikes I was getting this morning. This morning, it felt like they were eating it, and I just wasn't getting that hook. These have just been a couple little short strikes. That one felt odd. That honestly might have been debris. Oh, no, we're on. Definitely a little dingster, but happy to see you nonetheless, baby. Golly. Ferocious little guys. Thanks for playing. Alrighty, fam, we're gonna wrap it there today. Had a good morning. The spot is starting out really slow, missing all those fish. Was super frustrated, a little disappointed we didn't put some of those in the boat because I'm pretty sure there were some good ones. Wanted to show you all the baits that we did have a little success on today. So this is, again, the Innovation Tackle. It's their stick bait that I pretty much use interchangeably with my Senkos. Again, this is a great company, great mission, teaching, I think it's primarily youth with different, you know, disabilities and things, job skills, giving them this, you know, full-time employment. All of it's hand poured. So great company, making great baits. Happy to support them. I'm not, you know, sponsoring anything or any way, but definitely want to put a link to their website. Love it if you want to support those guys. Got that on the Gamakatsu 2.0 weedless Wacky. Then we have our Old Faithful shaky-head 3/16. This is the Z-Man SMH jig head, and this is the Junebug SMH Elastec worm. So we're gonna get out of here, throw us a Boston Bud on the smoker for wifey and little boy, and y'all have a blessed day. We'll be back out on the water tomorrow.